Yes, surgery.
Are they waiting on you to go green?
Choose rainbow. Yep.
We are live here for some amazing action here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the 1.5 mile long, 4-corner race D-shaped racetrack. In the booth tonight with me is Dylan Cornett and Damien Castillos. Boys, what do you expect to see here tonight?
I think we're going to see some very interesting racing here. It's going to be competitive. I think these guys are going to go for it. Hopefully we have a good one here tonight, and we'll just have to see how it goes.
All right, Damien, what do you have to say?
I think we're going to see some nice, clean racing, maybe some air blocking if you're battling for the lead, and hopefully some nice close racing all the way to the end.
I agree. Here are some race facts here for tonight. Tonight, it is 70 laps long. 105 miles is the race distance. This track opened in 1996. Your previous winner was Henry Kaloff. He picked up his first the season 1 championship here tonight. Here last season. Can tonight be the night? Should be a good one. This car should start rolling here soon, and we will be taking off. Well, and back to the race fact. The 20 degrees of banking is the 4 corners, and it is 80 degrees out for tonight's race. I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited, and they are taking the rolling off of pit road. Well, rolling off here to take the grid. How about we have row 1 here tonight is the driver of Aaron Hudson Skanks, whatever his last name is, Sangster, and then starting to his outside is Henry Kaloff, your last season's winner here. And then starting row number 3 is the driver of Aaron Schugel, and then to his outside is Terry Vincent, and then row number 3 is the driver of the 22 of Jake Jones, and to his outside is Nathan Murray. And then starting in row number 4 is the driver of the 9 car, Landon Benson, and then starting to his outside is Asher. But here we go. We are about to turn him loose. Pace car is in, and here we go. It's 70 laps are about to kick off, and we are green here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
You already see 3 wide coming early here. 5 car trying to make it 3. 63 also trying to make it 3. Going into turn 1 here. Clean start though for Google in the 81 or the 91. Sorry.
Down the back straightaway.
What a start from Jake Jones all the way to third.
I agree. That's right along with Elijah Hoggy here. I gotta get these race cams figured out, but once I do, it's gonna be good stuff. Anyways, back up front though, Aaron Schugel is in the lead. As how do I get that off? We got a wreck. The 47 gets turned by the 9. Yellow flag is out here early, and we got the 9 car. It's going to slide across the track, going to get nailed in the back by the 32. And that's going to bring
car and have some big damage right there for some of those guys.
That's going to bring with the first yellow.
I think the 9, 32, 47 cars involved.
I agree. Huge impact there.
Lap 3, I mean, they're already going for it, but you got to be aggressive here.
I get
You
that
gotta
off
be.
the top of the screen? Yeah, I'm gonna look back at the replay here. Yeah, not good to start off this race. What?
Definitely gonna be interesting to see
What
happens
happened
here
there?
with
Let's
this
take a
red.
look
See if
back.
somebody came up with something came down.
It all
Let's
started
see what
right here with these guys. You see the 9 car right there, right along with him on the front nose. Well, right here, looks like oh, he just came down. The 47 was not clear, and yeah, there.
Not clear.
Let's right along on board with the 9 car.
coming off of turn 4 here.
Oh,
Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. And I mean, even the 47 spinning back, clipped the 9, and 9 just went on for the ride. And unfortunately, came up and collected some traffic there. Gave him a little extra damage, pushed him back to the infield. Almost had it saved.
yeah. That's your first yell out tonight.
Chaos early here in Vegas.
Yes, it was.
Definitely some chaos happening here. Be interesting to see if anyone comes down pit road or the people think it's too early to come down just yet.
But how about that restart there for the 22 of Jake Jones? I mean, he was a couple rows back. He's in P2.
Yes, go back and take a look at that. At the race start here, let's take a look at it. It looks like he held back there, like he held back, he held back and just shot up. There went 3 wide. Aaron Trugel went with a 3 wide move there to the inside of Hudson and Henry, and Jake Jones just followed him along there in the 22 car.
That's a good job right there. Surprised he's the only car that capitalized out of that.
Yeah.
But that's what you're going to have to do to win this race.
Yeah.
You're really good on your restart.
But back up here, the looks like.
Especially with,
Sorry, what were you gonna say there?
I'm gonna say, especially with how hard it is to pass in these cars, especially at this kind of racetrack. With how the dirty air is, definitely gonna have to be good on these restarts here. Definitely gonna have to see a lot of aggressive restarts, a lot of 3-4 wide.
Going slow here. Okay, sorry, I was just trying to figure some things out here. Trying to new. No, I don't think so. Also we got about like 35 laps of gas on board tonight. And there is your first yellow of the night too. That's. I mean, there's the 9 car coming out of the pit road. I mean, already using his fast repair here on lap 2. Just
Be careful.
yeah, just not good for him, Landon.
That was not even of his doing an accident. That's how crazy it could get here. You know, I'm sure those, you know, I know Landon Benson, good driver. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be able to stay out of trouble. If he could do that, I think he'll find himself possibly at the top of this thing at the end.
Last season here, he was in the Final Four but crashed out and ruined hitting that shot, ended his championship hopes, and Henry actually picked up the championship last season.
We got some people on pit road. I think is either to just make some adjustments or top off on fuel, because like you said, you got about 35 laps of fuel here, and we got 70 laps in the race. So if you hit now and then around lap, then when you're about to run out of gas, you could comfortably make it to the end. The people that don't pit, you gotta pit almost exactly in lap 35.
So on pit road, you got Larry Diasback and Cameron Sterling there. What the hell? It looks like Larry had some damage there in that incident. But back up here now. Should be going green next time by. excited. Let's get this restart back underway because I'm really excited to see how this one's going to go. That's here we go. Going to be lining back up to take the green. I'm excited to see how this is going to go. We're lining back up. Well, Dylan and Damien, what do you expect to see here?
Chaos. I think there's going to be another aggressive restart coming to here. We'll see what happens. I mean, the inside line seems to be the line preferred for this restart. But we'll find out now as the pace car pulls in.
Here we go. Pace, you're right. Pace car is going to be pulling in here. Here we come. It's going to be Aaron Schugel leading them off the green, and we are back underway.
Oh, what a restart.
Can't hear a thing.
Yeah, great jump by the 91. He clears everybody heading into turn 1.
22 also went as well. I don't know where our leaderboard went here. See if we can get back. Here we go.
Yeah, we got it. Sorry guys, I'm just not used to the. I'm not used to this. Might have to go back to the old one. I'm just not used to this. I don't know why. Hold on. Don't worry, you're not going to miss any type of racing. I don't understand what's going on, but... Jesus Christ. Why? Then you're seeing my screen, ain't you? Yes, you are. Okay, should be back now. Alright, well... We're back. Here we go.
Benson already up to 6.
Yeah, Landon up to 6 already here today. Here after that incident, let's take a look at him making moves. And again, he's right behind that 47 car. If you're Landon, are you upset with how the 47 race you cut you off there and making you use your fast repair here early on?
No. You can't look back at it. You gotta just drive. You know, if you're worried about one car, you already use one fast repair. You don't want to wreck another car here, so you have to drive the best you can.
As there he goes. There he goes to the inside of the 47 side by side there. That's for about 4th place. Already back up to 4th for him.
Good side draft for Murray as the run.
And we had an issue there on the restart. Looks like Hudson missed a shift and collected Elijah hogging that. Elijah's bad luck continues. Almost contact there.
Almost again for Murray.
Were you wide down the front stretch heading into turn 1?
Got a good view of
47
that.
gets high.
Murray is struggling right now. He's in trouble.
As Landon up.
Passed by a lot of cars.
Landon up to 4th though. That's go up to the leader here. Aaron Strugel still leading. Got Jake Jones there in 2nd. What a race for Jake Jones here early on. Holding his own. Oh, in the wall is Aaron Strugel. It's like that was a light tap there, but with these cars, these cars are so fragile. You do not want to slap the wall a lot because you could break a toe link or hurt the toe on your car, and that's going to hurt the tires and mostly kill your race. But I mean, Damien and Dylan, if you're Jake Jones here, are you pacing yourself or are you just full out pushing?
Got pushed. But anyway, 22 could do if he gets the clean air, but here at Schugel, you also got to keep that clean air. You can't let this 22 get by. You know, you started on the pole, you got a fast race car. The 22 started a little further back. He's starting to figure it out. But we'll have to see how it goes.
If you're now Henry won here last season, and right as of now, he's just like, it looks like Henry's just pretty much just saving his stuff right now. I mean, that's just kind of smart because you don't want to burn up your stuff. But you got Landon Benson and Asher Bunkley, last week's winner, and Asher there in the 81 car making his way up to the field, trying to put some pressure on Landon. And let's take a look here at Terry Vincent.
Oh, battle for the lead, battle for the lead.
Sorry, that might have just been the little glitch. But back to what he's saying, Terry Vincent, he looks like he had some issues, and he is 2 laps down. Not
He
a,
was in pit road there under green when the cars went green. I don't know what happened there.
not a good start for him. And then let's take a look here at Elijah. Elijah was stuck behind Hudson there on that restart, but he's making moves up to the field. He's up to 6th here, so he's moving back up through the field. And you see Hudson back there. From what we heard on the radio, it's like Hudson thought he had an H-pad and shifter, but it was actually a sequential, so he just missed the shift. But still a bad mistake. But back up to the front, Aaron Trugel still leading this race. Right along here on the back gearbox of Aaron Schugel.
Schugel went pretty much straight free. I mean, he's keeping a good gap between him and the 22. I don't know if the 22's pushing, but he's keeping a pretty consistent gap right now. Running good lap times. You know, there's still a long way to go in this game, but Schugel looking good.
Oh yeah, I agree. Have to change tires in audio because I think it's too loud. So this should be a little better now. But now back racing now.
Sterling to 6th. Hawley drops down to 7th.
Yeah, Cameron Sterling back there passing Elijah. Elijah's tires might be falling off here because he's running the top, and that's not a good line to be in. 2 safe tires as here comes Nathan there. Nathan Murray there in the 41 car. He was involved in the first incident there with Landon Benson. Looks like we got a car retired. That is the driver of Hickey. Hickey.
Is it?
No, David Hickey.
Oh, the 12, yep. Hickey.
As here comes Landon Benson putting some pressure on Henry. From what I heard on the radio, Henry slapped the wall and he has wheel damage, and that's exactly what I said not to do from when Aaron hit the wall, because if you hit the wall, you hurt the steering on that car, your race could be over. But he has that fast repair, so it's really not going to hurt him as much as we think it will be, especially if you nurse it on to the pit stop.
You're right, but minor mistakes like that's what costs you a race. I mean,
You get Larry on pit road. Your Clash winner is here. He comes to see what he takes.
I'm not sure if this is a scheduled pit stop for the 64 car here.
Well, repairing some damage, so he might have stopped the wall real good, might have hurt the steering on it, but he's taking all 4, so there he goes. But back up to the leaders.
yeah, I mean, Jake Jones is holding his ground, but Schugel's just really fast. Did you see Benson, though? I think Benson might be starting to creep up a little bit here as he pulls into P3. Pretty spread out right now, but who's saving, who's not, it's going to be the game.
I mean, the last couple of laps, it just looks like the 91 car has just been pulling out a decent-sized gap over Jones. So I think the 91 was just mostly saving his stuff, because the last few laps he's been pulling out a 10th. He's been pulling away from like about a 10th a lap. So, and it's, yeah, Jake Jones up the track. That's not going to hurt his tire. It's going to hit the wall, and that could bring.
I don't know if he hit it. I think it was close. Did he hit it?
I don't know, it was very, very close though. Let's look at this camera view right here.
Benson looks like he's closing on Jones though.
Yes, it does. That's right along the back.
It does seem like the 22 car might have used up his stuff early.
As
A lot of time losing 6/10
that's
over the last few laps.
Let's go back to Henry. Henry looks to be falling off even more. He's falling way back into the clutches of Asher, last week's winner at Daytona. Now, but looks like also Elijah Hoggy, he must have burned up his stuff because he's losing track position left and right.
Yeah, Hoggy is falling fast. I don't know. He either burnt up his stuff or he might have an issue, but he was running 6th. He's all the way back to 10th.
Sangster Hudson there in the 42 car. He is back up around some cars, but especially after making that crucial mistake there on pit road. If there's no yellow, his race is most likely over. Back up to Aaron Schugel though. Aaron Schugel has pulled out about a 1.5 second lead over the driver of the 22 car.
Yeah, Shugel's really doing a great job.
Saving tires. But one thing you can't have is mistakes on pit road, because pit stops will be happening here soon, as we got a pass here for 4th. Looks like Henry's just going to let Asher by the two team cars right there.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, Asher in the wall.
See coming to pit road is going to be the 8 and the 63. Elijah Hoggy, I think he needs to get to pit road sooner or later. You never want to be the first car to pit, but sometimes you have to be.
Being the first car to pit really isn't the worst thing, because you could undercut a lot of drivers doing that, having the fresh tires, and you could just run qualifying laps for the first couple laps, gain a lot of time, especially being in clean air. And, you know, just being there when it looks like Landon just can't get close enough there for Jake Jones to be there. From what it's looking like.
Yeah, his time seems to be fluctuating between about 8 and 9 tenths. Can't really seem to close up much more than that at the moment. Maybe he could try to do something under the pit stops to try to get ahead of this 22 car.
As he has pulled about a 2-second lead over Jake Jones there. Jake Jones just looks to be falling off. I think Aaron might just saved his stuff because the 9 car can't get it close to him either. But a guy that's closing in on both of these guys is Asher Bunkley. Asher, again, last week's winner, kicking off the season at Daytona. I mean, that win has to feel nice, especially coming out hot for this, to start off the season. I mean, that's just an amazing feeling.
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to get a win early on, get confidence, you know, have that in your back pocket. Something you always want to do. But we should see these guys coming here within the next, I would say 4 to 8 laps. We can see these guys coming.
Next couple of laps, we should be seeing them come.
Some guys that pit might be able to run a little longer. Benson might be able to run a little longer than Schugel and Jones.
I mean, I don't know.
Strategy.
Yeah, but if you're Landon here, would you rather want to pit early to undercut the 22 car? Because, I mean, he's been stuck in about the same gap behind them for the last couple laps.
Well, if you're Landon here, you got to worry about holding off Asher Bunkley.
Oh, yeah, because here comes Asher.
Yeah, he's coming hot. Got a pretty good line, or it looks like. He's going to look to the inside here. Here comes the 81 of Bunkley. He's going to drive right by him.
Side by side. Now,
Side by side.
looks like Landon's just going to let him by there.
Yep, right by.
And just going to let him run up to Jake Jones and battle him.
Tracking down Jones, though. Yeah, Jones is falling off quite a bit. Schugel, he's out. Nowhere to be seen. Schugel's checked out.
4-second lead there. Another guy that has completely fallen off the face of the earth is this 8 car. He was up there in 6th at one point, and now he's back to 10th, 3 seconds behind 9th place. What is going on there with Elijah?
Yeah, we're definitely not having a great day today. You got to make it to at least lap 35 before you pit.
As Jake Jones has some pressure behind him. Here comes Asher Bunkley looking on his back bumper as we got a battle there. That's for 5th place. That's Walker and Kaloff there, but it's sad we can't have 2 screens at once, or we would be showing both battles. But we're gonna look in on that battle with here comes Kaloff, the first one to pit.
Here we go.
I mean, you having that damage. I mean, you have to pit early trying to get some
Like
track
you said,
position.
63 or 8, we're going to have the first 2 cars to pit. And Kaloff makes the move first. I think we're going to see them all come here soon now.
Yeah, I agree. Watch out for that 9 car. He could be coming any time. As Asher just can't pass this 22 car.
Yeah, if you're Schugel, you got to. I think you stretch this here. I think you do. You got a 5-second lead almost to rely back on. So these 2 are going to battle. We'll see how that goes. But Schugel, the longer you run, I think the better off you'll be.
Can't have that.
Yeah, the bigger the gap, the less likely somebody is able to undercut you. And also with these 2 battling, it's gonna seem.
Oh, he's blocking.
Oh, he's blocking to the apron. I'm sure that Asher Bunkley's not happy about that one.
Yeah.
Jake Jones makes an aggressive move there in the 22.
Oh, he's got was close, almost contact.
He makes contact with him.
He's gonna go to the outside, side by side for 2nd.
Near. Bunkley's gonna try to get that spot before they pit here. That'd be huge.
Landon's not close enough to capitalize on that as
Jones racing hard for it. Bunkley clears.
Jones.
The outside.
Jones.
Sails goodbye.
The 81 just got tight on his door there and just got the 22 car real tight. And then he's like, okay, block me down the straightaway. Okay, I'll just pass you on the outside, and boom, he went.
Jones blocked him down really deep there. Sure, Bunkley's not happy about that one. Buddy makes the pass. As about almost a 6-second lead now for Eric Schugel.
Yeah, let's check back in on later, minding his own P's and Q's, vibing out there. 35 laps to go here at Las Vegas tomorrow night. The boys here in the Impex Auto Glass Cup Series are taking on the 2-mile D-shaped oval in Fontana, California Auto Club Motor Speedway. Last time we was out there, Henry Kaloff picked up the win. As we got a battle back here with Kaloff and Larry. Henry pitted like 5 laps ago. Larry about pitted like 20 or 15 laps ago, and you can see the difference in the tires. Larry got tight, and he just slapped the wall. As we got Hudson now pitting.
42's in the pits.
Hudson pitting now. Let me get to him if I can.
I think guys back might have to come this time. You're going to start seeing guys pit.
You got Landon losing time to. Landon might have burned up his stuff. They're trying to get to the field because he was at one point running down the 22. Now he's just losing all of his track position.
Walker goes right back.
Walker goes right by him. Boy, Elijah is getting past. I don't know if Elijah pitted yet or not, but
I don't believe so, no.
back up here, the Walker is right on. Is about a second behind Jones.
I'm surprised none of these guys pit yet in the top 5.
But that's
The first guy to do it will make out pretty good. Now, I mean, they're running pretty long here. It looks like they're running all the way to 40, if not more. I expect them to come.
Here comes
before this.
Hoggy down pit road now.
Hoggy's in. Yep, like we said. A couple of the first cars to pit.
I mean, he was already running. Hoggy was already running last place. I mean, it's yeah. So you might as well be the first one here to pit and try to get some track position. As we got Benson in too, Landon Benson in too. He was also losing all that time. Here he comes.
Yep, good call. And that Coca-Cola Chevrolet. I think we'll see some more leaders pit this time. Oh, close call there. As Hawley exits and Benson enters. Very close call. Jake Jones stays on the track.
Did Jake Jones just missed? I think Jake Jones might have missed pit road there.
Looks off base.
Nah,
Jones is off base.
maybe he might have just had an issue there. I don't know if he might have been playing on pin, but here comes Elijah Hoggy. He's coming out on track. as we got a lot more guys pitting. You got Murray not pitting, you got Walker pitting. I mean, pitting early. Oh, it looks like Walker's going to miss his bucks. He has to back up. Huge mistake there for the 28 car. He could pay the price on that one. Oh, yeah. The 22 misses again. That's a commitment line violation. He's going to have to go down pit road. Huge mistake there for the 22. Running P3 at the time. Huge mistake. Because that's
little minor things that could cost you a race.
Because that's going to be a penalty. And that's
Yeah.
mostly a 40-second penalty. You have to 40-second wait in the box. So,
I think he missed it twice here, Landon.
yeah.
I think,
Looks like he just missed it. You got Aaron Schugel down pit road 2. Your race leader.
Benson's gonna hit really big on this here.
Yeah,
He
see,
might go third.
another guy that is going to hit really big is Henry Kaloff. Henry Kaloff pitted about 10 laps before this, so he had multiple laps to run. With clean track ahead. Yes, I don't think he took the fast repair, but he's
Bunkley's in the pit.
Asher
Sterling plays out. He takes it over the lead here.
Bunkley down pit road. Cameron Sterling leads there. No, you got Henry Kaloff past me, get his lap back.
So where's Schugel right now on track?
Schugel is
Schugel's by-
P2.
P3.
Kaloff is P3. That worked out good for Kaloff.
Yeah, but hold the question.
That's a good question. Let's check then. I think, I just can't. I think him and just Benson. Yeah, I think just Benson and Kaloff pitting in front of him just undercut him. But he's right on the back of Benson's car, gearbox there, bumper. He's gonna get to the inside of him. He just has much more grip than Asher there. Well, Landon. He's gonna look to the inside of Landon Asher. Clear there for the third spot once Cameron pits, and Cameron down pit road. Larry back down pit road too. Cameron's back down there. Back up here though. Aaron
Schugel back off the second.
Aaron
3-second gap.
Schugel
Don't got tires in speed, but
has pulled away from the field. I mean, Henry pitted multiple laps ago, so he's not going to be in contention for it. And Jake Jones, he bit the bullet there with a mistake on pit road, and that's going to take him from the top 3 down to 12th place. Huge mistake there from Jake Jones.
he was having a pretty good day too. I mean, he had a really good restart. Got over second, held it for a while, go back to third, and now that big mistake missing twice possibly, not once for sure. Getting the penalty for the commitment line there, that's gonna ruin that day. They need to hope for a caution.
Yes, not good for him.
Over, so we got 24 to go. I mean, there could always be a late race yellow here. I don't think anyone's gonna. It's gonna be hard to catch Schugel here. He's really fast, and he's not showing any signs of slowing down. So
Again, sorry about this. Not the best broadcasting. I'm just getting used to this new overlays. Next race will be better, as I'm getting more used to it. So it should get a lot better. As Aaron Schugel still leading the pack here. Just absolutely dominating performance there from Aaron Schugel.
I think he's better put Jones another lap down here. That would most likely end Jones' day, unless they could find some kind of miracle to get back. But I don't think Schugel's in any hurry to catch Jake Jones here.
Yeah, no. Just pace yourself, but back up to Asher Bunkley here. Is he running down Kaloff? He's about a second.
Kaloff's falling off.
Yeah.
Tires are kicking the curb.
With the tires being worn and his car being hurt there from slapping the wall, his car expect him to fade here soon. But another guy
He
that
still got a good finish out of this though, from where he was headed.
yeah, Another guy that bit the bullet there on the pit stop with a mistake was a 28 car. He was ahead of Landon Benson entering the pits, and with the mistake missing his box having to back up, he was ahead of Benson by a second. He is now behind by 3 seconds. Huge, a costly mistake there for the 28 car.
I'll tell you who really did hit on those cycles of pit stop. Elijah Hawley, the car back there in 7th place. He was running about 10th when everyone came to pit, and he's running pretty decently right now. He's in 7th place. He's pretty comfortable distance between the car in front and behind him. So double for him early, but pretty good rebound to get to P7 where they're at now.
Yeah, but him running the top line, the top line really isn't the preferred lane around here. The top line burns your tires up the most. The preferred lane here.
Make it work.
Yeah, but the next car behind him is Cameron Stern, about 4 seconds back, but we got to pass here for second place. It was only a matter of time, 7 seconds up the leader, but Bunkley has passed Kaloff there for P number 2. Next up behind Kaloff is Landon Benson. They're looking for that 3rd place position. I mean, if Landon finishes third, what a comeback. Getting caught up in an accident early on, yeah. You said a long way in the race, but sometimes you don't recover from those issues.
Yeah, and Schugel, I mean, he's checked out. He's got 7 seconds over the car in second, Asher Bunkley. And, like you said, Kaloff's starting to fall off now. So Benson should be able to capitalize on that. As you can tell, Schugel, I mean, he's hauling, but I guess he's probably not in a hurry to catch that 22 like we said. 22 probably won't give it to him so easily. But, yeah, he's having a pretty good race right now.
Now, let's talk about Elijah one more time here. It's just this bad luck just finds this guy anywhere he's at. I mean, the guy could be walking outside of Walmart or something, and just something can happen, like breaking your ankle or breaking a bone, or like even Walmart just collapsing in on you. Just bad luck finds him anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter. And it struck him here tonight. I mean, he was up there running in the top 5 and got stuck behind the guy that was running P2 at the time, missing his shift. That's just bad luck. Bad luck struck him last year. He had a good run going at Chicagoland, then spinning out, coming out of the pits, costing him a good finish there. Atlanta, Daytona, multiple times. Just bad luck strikes this guy. When can he turn around? And hopefully next time out at Auto Club, he could turn around there. He ran decently at Auto Club, so keep an eye out for him. We got 16 laps to go. Aaron Schugel leads by 8 seconds.
Over Landon, remember, anything could happen. One caution, he's still in the lead lap, and he's sitting in 7th. Right? So, I mean, they got off to a bad start. Maybe they did have damage from, the car checking up on the restart, but, even if they didn't, they're still in a decent spot right now if the caution comes out. You've seen Jake Jones. He was all the way in the 3rd row. He shot all the way up to 2nd place. So anything can happen here in the late stages of this race. So we'll just have to see. As you see now, Schugel. He's just about there on Jake Jones.
I mean, you can't. I mean, you got a 8-second lead, so you really. I mean, I understand what Schugel was doing. He's just there saving the stuff, not pushing, because if you push, there's a high % chance you make a mistake. But looks like Landon's starting to put a little bit of pressure there on Henry.
Now the question is, how do you attack Jake Jones if you're Schugel? I mean, also Landon here, you're going on Kaloff. I mean, he's on old tires. Are you patient, or are you just trying to get by this guy first?
I mean,
you got a 30-second lead over Walker, so you're comfortable back there. So
Henry is a very respectful guy in the field. So, and we've seen this multiple times this race. Henry knows his car's damaged. Henry knows that he can't hold off Landon for long. So I'd expect just to see Henry just let him by here, which is a respectful thing to do. And you see back there the driver of Hudson Sangster there. He started on pole. He was the one that missed the shift, and I mean it's just heartbreaking for him because from what it's looking like, he has a pretty fast hot rod. It's just an issue. Issue so early on can take you out of it.
Yep, as Benson's gonna go by.
As it looks like we've got a battle back here, but it's between the driver of the 5, Terry Vincent. Well, Terry Vincent's a lap down. I'll take that back. But McMurray falling back might have hurt his stuff up. A rookie.
Check on Schugel here. See Schugel and Jones. Schugel is Jones and Holland. I mean, I don't know if Schugel's in a hurry to get him. I mean, he does have an 8-second lead. I don't think he should be. But if he is, I mean, Jones, he's shown he has a pretty good hot rod today. Besides the few mistakes he's made, which were very costly mistakes. But you know, you got to hold on to this lap here to have any kind of chance at all. And that's if a caution comes out, which you never know here in Las Vegas. We've seen a couple late race yellows before.
Let's check back in here on Hoggy. Hoggy had a 4-second gap between him and the driver of Cameron Sterling, but now that gap is about down to 1 second. What is going on? He might have burned up his stuff.
Yeah. They just really haven't been good today. He struggled there a lot, as you could tell off the start. You know, they didn't really have the speed to compete with a lot of these guys. I mean,
Hard in the wall.
he's in the wall.
I don't know.
But I know that, yeah, they definitely struggled today, and you know, it wasn't their day. But they're still gonna get a pretty good finish out of it. So, props to him and the team for finding something to make it something out of nothing.
But let's check back in here on Aaron Schugel. Aaron Schugel, he is about 8 laps away from picking up his second win here in H&N on the iRacing side of things. If he wins this, he will go 2 for 3. Won at Atlanta there last season, and winning here in his 3rd start ever in H&N. One in his first start too. Amazing. Very, very fast, dominating this race. 8-second lead over everyone else. 7 laps, but a caution can change everything. But I don't see a lot of guys by each other, as Murray has closed in on the back of Walker. Walker at one point was running number 4, and a mistake on pit road has put a dash through everything he had going this race, and he is now getting put under pressure from the driver of the 47. It just, Dylan, it just shows you one little mistake on pit road can ruin everything.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even after the mistake, they've fallen off quite a bit from when they were before the stop. I mean, they passed Benson right before the cycle, and you know, they're losing time now at the 47. But Murray, he's been pretty good today. We haven't really talked much about him since the start of the race. You know, if he get this P5 here, that'd be pretty good for his team. Yeah. I don't know if there's a rivalry going between him and Jake Jones. But as you've seen Jake Jones' bumper.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it.
Things went down. You got Terry Vincent in the wall. His race was over before it really even started. Just issues on a restart costed him any chance at a good race. This guy also has terrible luck too. But next race, he was pretty good last time out of Auto Club last season. Yes, that was a couple updates ago, a couple track updates ago. But I mean, anything can happen. He had speed. He has speed. It's just he can't put a full race together. And it looks like Elijah now under pressure from Cameron Sterling. Elijah blinking, but he's back now. But Elijah there under pressure there from Cameron Sterling. He has 3 laps to hold off Cameron Sterling now.
Yeah, 3 laps. That's a long time.
Here he comes.
The 32 is going to try to make quick work of him here. I don't know if Elijah's going to have anything for him, but we'll see. Nope. Clear. Right by.
Elijah must have burned up his stuff.
Work.
Keep in mind, Elijah pitted a couple laps before Cameron did, so that tire difference could be coming into play now. But back
How
up.
about Kaloff, man?
Yeah, Kaloff holding.
Fighting all the way back. He's running P4 after the issues early. Great strategy call by that team. You know, if they can make this thing finish here in P4, that's a pretty good day off of what they started off. But here you go, 2 to go now for Schugel.
He finally got her on.
You know, he's got by Jake Jones. got clear sights. I mean, the next car is already a corner ahead, so I don't
Here
think
it
there's a problem
comes.
with that. He's gonna come to the white flag here
Well,
in Vegas.
1 lap to go. He has a mile and a half, 4 corners to go until he picks up his second win here in H&N for the Impex Autoglass Cup Series. He has put on a dominating performance, leading from the get-go, leading almost every lap, has about a 10-second lead over Asher Bunkley, his teammate, but here he comes to the final set of corners for the final time, out of turn number 4. What a night, what a race. Aaron Trugel's going to cash in here at Las Vegas, and he's going to pick up his second win of his H&N career, his first win of the season. What a race by him, what a dominating performance there.
Yep, pretty good day for him and that guy. I mean, no one really showed up for it. Maybe Jake Jones early, but besides that, there was nothing there to compete with that car. Great day for those guys.
Amazing. I mean, just a dominating performance there. What a race.
Good finish there for Bobby Caloff.
Henry Caloff. As here you got the race results. First place, Aaron Schugel. Second place, Asher Bunkley. And we're going to get back to that as here he goes. He's burning it down here in Las Vegas, which is absolutely deserved. He is cashed in, and he gets it done. Burning it down. What a race. What an amazing race.
For those guys.
You got the teammates burning it down. They're just amazing performance. Nothing. It's just a clean race all around. You really had nothing to talk. You couldn't really talk about him because there was nothing to talk about. He wasn't around any guys. He wasn't putting himself into trouble. And he just was there. But what could have been for the driver of the 42 car? He had speed, just nothing to show for it. What a race.
Fortunate day for Jake Jones, too.
I mean, yeah, it's
He had a
just...
good showing until the couple mistakes, but I think they go get those cleaned up. They'll find themselves in victory lane very soon.
I agree. Well, let's get a driver in here. It's not the winner, but it's the guy that finished P. I don't know where he finished, actually. That's P. 8, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, P8, the driver of Elijah Hoggy, picking up the win here at Las Vegas. Should get him in here soon.
Why are we interviewing 8th place?
Because can't interview the winner.
Yeah, fair enough.
And we had a lot to talk about.
We'll ask them about how the race went and what went wrong for those guys. Cause, it's not really like them to see them off pace like that. Usually those guys are pretty on point. They're usually pretty fast, that 8 car, so, we'll see what he has to say.
Let's get him in here. The driver of Elijah.
Elijah, you got a copy?
Well,
All right, buddy. You struggled today hard. You made a decent finish out of what you had, but what was the reason for the pace wasn't there today? What was the reason for that?
Well, I knew I had to go on a different strategy. I had to kind of shorten it against most of the guys I was battling against after I restarted battling against them. So I did that, and I got a little bit too emotional first of all. I burned myself up pretty much, and I knew I could fight. So I caught back up to the pack kind of early on after the restart incident, and then I just burnt it up.
So I have to ask you, what happened there on that restart that caused you to get in that? There was nowhere you could go. I mean, you just seen the cars in front of you check up. What happened there from your perspective?
Well, he was going at first, which I thought he was okay, and then it seemed like I don't know if he shifted a gear, if he got through a gear or not, but he was seeming fine entering one, and then he just started slowing down. I had to check up, and I didn't want to risk causing a pile up or a wreck, so I didn't know if I could swerve to the right or anything. It was just too big of a risk for me. I personally don't think that I could have went higher and it would have been safe for anyone.
Now, one more question I have for you here, and we'll see if Landon has anything for you. Did that give you any damage from that him checking up there? Did you get any damage from that affected your race or your car?
I think I got a little bit of damage, but I don't think it was anything that was gonna majorly change the car at all.
All right. Thanks for the interview. Landon, you got anything for him?
Yeah, I do. Well, Elijah, bad luck strikes again. I mean, it seems like just every week something has to happen to you. I mean, I won't be surprised if you're just walking in Walmart and the whole entire building collapses, you honestly. But next week, we're going to Auto Club. You was fast there last season, just issues like here tonight. Are you excited going to Auto Club tomorrow night?
Not really, no.
Why is that? Are you afraid like your house is going to fall down or something? Because, I mean, that's...
I mean, it seems like every race, something's always got to happen, no matter what it is. So, I mean, to a certain extent, I'm excited, but right now I'm kind of in stress mode because I want to get the points early on, and it really sucks that I didn't have the best day at Vegas, and now I'm still in 5th in points, which is good, right? But I could have gained a lot more spots if I had a decent race at Vegas.
Yeah, but also after Auto Club, it's a drafting track at Atlanta. You came close to Atlanta both times there last season. Are you excited to go to Atlanta next week?
Got the fastest lap both times there too. So that's great. I definitely think I'm one of the better super speedway drivers, and I do believe Atlanta is my best super speedway track. So I'm definitely excited to go there and hopefully capture my first win.
All right. Well, sorry about tonight, but I'm excited to see you tomorrow night at a Auto Club. No, good luck tomorrow night. What?
And, one more thing. Fuck Hudson Sangister.
Type. Well, we have one more guy to interview. It's the one and only TikTok star, TikTok sensation, and that is the one and only Jake Jones.
How about it?
Get him in here. Jake, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
Well, what happened out there tonight?
I mean, there was no catching the 91, but, the Pennzoil Ford Mustang, we were quick out there, so we got right front damage. We hit the wall pretty hard, so the first time we missed pit road, and then the second time we came around, we just locked up the right front. We couldn't get it to turn.
Well, you had some speed here tonight. What do you expect to bring tomorrow night at Auto Club?
I hope the AAA Ford Mustang brings some speed because it's my home track. Growing up about 30 minutes away from the track. Yeah, just I don't know. Just hopefully I get a redemption for Vegas.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to look forward to it. Dylan, you got anything else to add on?
Yeah, I got a couple things here for you, Jake. First of all, that was one of the best restarts I ever seen, man. How did you do that the start of the race? I mean, you were 3 rows deep and you got all the way up to second place.
I just I do a lot of practice at Vegas, and I guess I just held back a little bit and I got a run. And most of the cars that were in front of me actually moved up, and I just took advantage of the bottom lane, and I just went through and got to second.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty impressive. And one more thing I gotta ask you here. Last thing I gotta ask you is, what was up with the? Is there something going on between you and the 47?
There was something at Daytona. me in Daytona, with him, we worked that out. But that race, it was me in the 81. We got kind of in a conflict, and we ran into each other after the race. So I don't know what's gonna happen moving forward with the 81. Hopefully nothing. Me and him are both very aggressive drivers, so hopefully we could get that worked out.
Well, keep doing what you're doing, and I think we'll see you in victory lane very soon. Just got to clean up a couple things, and good luck to you tomorrow.
I have my eyes focused. If not, I have my eyes focused on Atlanta because I don't know about tomorrow, but Atlanta, I have my eyes focused on.
All right. Well, best of luck to you going forward.
All right, thank you.
We got another guy to interview. How about we interview the Daytona winner and of Asher Bunkley came home P2 tonight. I think this is him. Hope it is. Let me get him in here. Shoot. Well, Cornette, while we wait for him to join, what are you expecting to see tomorrow night here at Auto Club?
I mean, you're going to see guys going for it tomorrow night. I mean, guys are going to be racing hard and putting it all out there. We'll see. I don't know if we'll see another domination like we've seen tonight, but we'll just have to find out tomorrow.
I agree. Well, your P2 finisher is now here with us. Asher came home P2. You started kind of in the mid-pack, but you drove up to P2 very quickly. How'd you do it?
Yeah, no, we had the practice session earlier, the day before. I was not happy with how I was driving, kind of beat myself up over it, but I was surprised, man. We put in that race pace, took advantage of others' misfortune, which, racing does require a little bit of luck at the end of the day, and I think I got really lucky. I put myself in the right spot. I felt when I needed to. Yeah. The only thing I really wish was different was, I don't know what Jake Jones' deal was. It was like lap 30, and man was blocking on a straightaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, from what I heard on the radio, he was not very happy with Jake Jones there. What is that going to is that beef going to move on to next race or later on the season, or is that just going to be dropped here tonight? Because the saying is, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But
I don't know. A lot of people, they usually forgive and forget. I'm not the type to forget, usually. I won't wreck him, but I'll sure as hell make his life difficult.
yeah, well, Dylan, you got anything else to add on?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, congrats on the P2 finish. So the one question I have for you here is, if there was a late race yellow, do you think you could have won that thing?
Honestly, not really. I was just happy to be up where I was. I felt like, I feel like with the draft, draft always makes a difference. I could have maybe tried something, but I feel like it would have been a half-baked attempt at an overtake, and there was just nothing really I had for Schugel. That man drove his heart out that night.
Yeah, Shugel's fast. I mean, Jake Jones had a little bit for him early on, but once he got away, he was gone. And, you made some pretty good passes there, as you've seen the Jake Jones battle. I mean, yeah, we seen him block you to the apron. It was a little aggressive there, but you pulled through. You got a pretty good P2 finish. That's going to be pretty good for points and moving forward. So that's all I got for you. Best of luck going forward in the season. And congrats.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too.
Well, that should be it here for the interviews. Cornette, got anything else to add on for tonight's race? From the night's race.
What a race tonight. I mean, you've seen a straight domination. But besides that, we saw some chaos early. But after that, it was pretty clean, I think. There was some pretty hard racing going on besides for the lead. But overall, I would say it was a pretty good night.
I agree. Well, that's going to be it here tonight at Las Vegas. Congratulations to the winner of Aaron Schugel And tomorrow night, these drivers take on the 2-mile D-shaped oval in Auto Club in Fontana, California. We will see you then for the broadcast. That's it here tonight. Good night, everybody.